Hi everyone, welcome back to 956 Flips. If you're new to the channel, I buy liquidation merchandise. I go to pawn shops, flea markets, stuff like that to resell. Today's video, I got some DS Lite consoles from eBay as is, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at them. Probably going to just check them out real quick and then maybe even do a couple of repairs on the video. Let's see. Alright, so here's the box. It arrived damaged here in the corner. Let me go ahead and flip it over and we're going to go ahead and open it up, see what we've got in here. So let me start cutting it open. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. Come on now. Good tape. Looks like really strong. I've got the main. Got that cut open. Let me just grab the scissors and run them through the sides here. It'll be a lot easier. A lot faster. Got this side open. Yeah. Let's try this side. Some good tape. Flip it over to the other side. Same thing, run it through. Alright. Let's do this side. Just going to take our first look at what I got in. These consoles, I forgot to mention, are from Japan. Japanese DS Lites. These were as is. I've bought from them before. The last ones I bought, I did a video on. They were pretty good. So, it's a quick peek right here of what came in. I'm gonna go ahead and set these on my work table and start going through them and bring you guys along for the journey. So yeah, there it is. Alright, let's go ahead and take them over to my table and start plugging them in and see what they do. Before I start plugging them in, I just wanted to show you guys, these are the consoles I bought. There it is. They came from shipping. I know they're from China. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Japan. So I just wanted to show you guys those 22 consoles for 200 bucks. Alright, let's get plugging them in. Okay, so here's our first console. It's pink DS. It's in pretty nice shape, actually. Hinges are intact. They look good. It's a little dirty, no big deal. Let's go ahead and see what it does real quick. So I switched on the power. Alright, there we've got our issue right there. We've got a bad top screen. Let's see if it'll pick up a game real quick. Let me grab a game. Forgot to mention tools we're going to be using today. So I've got the Mario game. This is called a tri-wing screwdriver. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's specially for these Nintendo consoles. What it is there's specific screws in there. Can't see that very well, but they're in the shape, a tri-shape, kind of like a Y. Can you see? No, you can't see any of those. Oh, well, you can see that. Try to focus the lens there. Yeah, I'll take it out and I'll show you what one of the screws looks like. I also have a Phillips screwdriver, and this is like one of my favorite tools. It's got both ends, a flat and a Phillips. Alright, so let me go ahead and plug this in because the battery looked like it just shut off in the middle of it being on. Battery is dead, so let me get the charger. We'll plug it in. Alright, so you can see there it is charging. Let me go ahead and shut it off again. There's a charge. Put in the game. And flip the switch. It should come back on. Now, if I remember correctly, we can change the language to English. As of right now, let's just put whatever just to get through this part. It doesn't look like the touch screen is working. Oh, wrong button. Different language, don't understand what I'm doing. Alright, let's just grab whatever. Just to get through it all the way. We'll keep going. Yeah. A button works. So it's going to shut off. We'll turn it back on. Alright. Now if you go into, well, it didn't pick up the game. You go in here and you go into that, there you go. So you can change the language to English. And DS Lites are region free, so you can play English games and Japanese consoles. Now I didn't pick up the game. I'm going to try to clean the slot real quick. Did it turn off? Yeah, it turned off. Alright. Got my can of alcohol. It's just some little square that I got. Let me grab a Q-tip real quick and clean this, and let's try it again. So I'm just going to spray down the Q-tip real quick. And disconnect this. I'm going to clean down the game. The game is really clean, but I'm assuming the pins on the DS are pretty bad, or they're just no good. It happens. Alright, so I just gave it a little cleaning. We're going to plug it back in because it was basically dead. I don't want to have to go through that setting stuff again. And here we go. Alright. Check that out. We got Mario and Sonic. I wasn't picking up the game before. So if one of these has a bad motherboard, I'll go ahead and grab it just didn't pick up the game, or it's stuck. I mean, it's hard to tell with the top screen not doing anything, so let's try it again. Like I was saying, if I have another one of those consoles with a bad motherboard, I'll swap in that good screen off of that one to this one and make one out of two. I don't know, I don't think it's picking up the game, or there's something wrong with the screen, because this should have already lit up on the bottom. Let's move on to another console. I'm gonna have to dive deeper into that one, but that was the first one on the list. We've got 21 more to go. Alright, let's grab the next console. And here is number 2. Got a white one. I really don't like the white color. I mean, it's a cool color, but it's very dirty. You can see all that in there, you know, from use. It's not too bad shape, it's just dirty. Let's go ahead and see if it'll fire up on the first time. We've got a green light, but it went back off. Oh, jumpy top screen. Jumpy bottom screen. Can you guys see that? Man, both screens are no good. Let's go ahead and see if it will pick up the game. We're going to have to just kind of wing it here, because I don't read Japanese. Just click OK. It's hard to see. Man, I can't really. Let's just try pressing A. Yeah, A will work. That screen is gone. You can see it's already pretty much, it's given up. Well, hopefully it'll give us enough time to check the game. So let's pop the game in there. Yeah. Let's see. So it didn't pick up the game. Probably the same thing. Give it a quick little clean down. Q-tip. Spray a little bit more alcohol on this guy. Alright. it's like a little jump start for the pins. Let's try it. And nothing. This is a last resort. I don't recommend you guys doing this. Picked up the game. So there you can kind of see that it's picked up the game. So basically, if we clean out those pins that are in there and replace these screens, we've got a good working console. But there it is. Let's check to see if it moves. I mean, it's hard to tell, but you can hear it. You can hear me clicking it. Alright, let's move on to the next one. I decided before I started moving on to go ahead and tag the consoles. I think that one has 2 bad screens, and this was the first one I did, bad top screen. Just an easier way to keep track of what's going on, especially if I'm going to do repair on here. I'd like to know what I'm getting myself into beforehand. Alright, so here's another one. Here's our third console, and this one's another white one, covered in stickers. No big deal. That can come off with glue gun. Also, it looks pretty clean. It's just like a little sticky. Let's see if she fires up from the first try. And absolutely, oh wait, green. Oh, this looks good. Now this is kind of scary because I'm thinking this is probably going to be one with a bad board, but it's got 2 good top screens. I mean, good top screen and good bottom screen so far. Buttons seem to be working. Let's try the button. Let's move it back and forth. Back and forth, yeah, up and down. You got the A button. I'm gonna go ahead and light up that screen a little better. It's kind of dark. Well, it looks dark to me. All right. Let's see if it picks up a charge. So let me go ahead and plug in the charger real quick. You guys can see. Yeah, it is charging. Let's throw the game in there without. It sounds good. There we go. And we've got power, of course. Yeah, pick up the game. Let's go ahead and brighten up the screen and change the language. This is going to be a candidate. It's really dark. I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's bright. That's not too bright. Let's go ahead and go into settings. Click here. Globe. Go to English. Alright, we got English language. Go ahead and press B here. It's going to ask to shut down. We're going to have to re-power it on again. Okay. Morgan Sonic. It seemed like it had a full battery. So with this one, I'm not going to have to do anything to it. I'm just going to clean it up, and it should be ready to go for sale. All the buttons seem to work. I need to get myself a Mario Kart because Mario Kart I can test the triggers. With this one I have no way of testing the triggers. Go back. Yeah. It seems good. Alright. Yeah, sometimes when I get these they're just dirty. Even though this one was sold to me as is. I don't like that I just connected and it turned off. Yeah, this one might have a faulty battery. Luckily batteries are easy to swap out, no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it. Yeah, it shuts off. But, let's see. Oh. We'll look at the top here, and if it doesn't drain out in a few seconds, it's good. And right up here. Now it's good. There's nothing wrong with this console. Should we try calibrating? Yeah, let's calibrate the touchscreen. So to do that, you come down here and press that, and just go to the whatever it tells you to do. That's calibrated. This one's really nice. This corner's kind of tough, but it picked it up. So it's calibrated and it's ready to go. Sweet. Out of the first three, come on, turn off. It wants to stay on. There it goes. Out of the first three, this is the good one. So let me go ahead and mark it off, that way I don't mess with it later. Like I say, writing on them, it's a good way to keep track. This one I'm just going to put a check mark. When I put a check mark, I know it's ready to be sold. Just a good cleaning. Alright, that was console number 3. Let's try another one. This is 4. Another pink console. It's in decent shape also. It's just look a little dirty. I mean, they're bound to get dirty from being pressed on. So let's see what this one does. Let's see if it fires up. Alright, right off the bat we got a bad bottom screen. Let me go see if I have any other screens, and we're gonna take this one apart and fix this bottom screen, and I'll go step by step. I am not an expert, but I know how to fix these. Didn't go to school for, you know, learning how to repair consoles, but I've picked it up over the years. So you know what, before we do that, let's make sure it picks up the game, and let's make sure it charges. I don't want to have to do double work, so it is charging. Oh, we're going to have to go through all these settings. Alright, no big deal. This is going to be a long video, guys. Sorry about it, but I want to be thorough with this purchase. I want to show you guys everything that I go through when I'm buying this stuff, and bring you guys along so you can see. Maybe you'll learn something on repairing consoles, or you're having a problem with one of your consoles doing the same thing. Hopefully I can, you know, help you guys out with that. So here we go. And you can barely see it right there, but it picked up the Mario and Sonic. Alright, so let me go ahead and get a bottom screen, and we'll start taking this guy apart real quick. Alright, so I was going through my bag of parts, and I found a bottom screen. I don't have any new ones. I have a few that I have never tested, but we'll try this one. Haven't been able to test it out, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and start taking this thing apart. Now, to start with, under these covers, these little covers here, there's screws. There's a tiny little screw right there. There's one in there, one there. There's a regular screwdriver, or a regular screw there, Phillips. So let's go ahead and take that one out. Sometimes they're just stuck on there, or I haven't gone far enough. I can feel it already loose. It should just pop. See, it just pops open. Should pull that off. Come on now. It's really tight on there. Alright, just take the battery out. I just stick my finger in there. There's a little, I don't know whether you can see that. There's like a little groove. Take that out. I use the battery cover for all my screws. To take these little plastic pieces out, this is what I use my straight edge for. I just kind of put my straight edge in there, and then I just save these over here on this side of them, on the battery cover. Same thing here. Pop it out. Save it over here. Alright, as you can see, there's two screws, one there and one there. That's on the board, that's on the board. Regular screw, Phillips star screws. So we'll go ahead and take those off. They're there, they're quick. We'll take that off. Alright. This one has the two regular ones in there, one there, one there. So let's go ahead and take those off. Come on now, grab it. Let's try my other screwdriver. There it goes. We grabbed it. Take that out. That's it. Take that one out. Alright, let's go ahead and take out one of these special screws. This will be the first one right there. It's right in there. Got my specialty screwdriver. And I'll show you what the screws look like and why you need this special screwdriver. Alright, that's out. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it on camera. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. There it is. It's a tri-wing screw. That's what everybody calls it. Alright. There's going to be one in here and one in there. So let's go ahead and do it. Maybe you can see it better there. No, I won't focus, but you can kind of see it. Alright. So last screw here to try to get the bottom case open. So we'll go ahead and take that off. Yeah. Sometimes they're just stuck in there. Give them a little tap, pop it out. Alright, this is kind of tricky. You've got to slide your fingers through all that to get it open. So let me try that real quick. So this is how I do it. Kind of put my fingers in there, my fingernails, and just slide it all the way through. It should pop out. No, unless I miss. Yeah, I missed the screw, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Forgot about this guy right here. That's also one of those specialty screws, and it's a smaller one than the other ones. Major step, I messed up there. Alright, now it'll pop off. I'm glad I remembered that, because if not, I would have broken the case. So, there it is. Now here's what your board looks like. Here's the bottom part of the DS. Put that aside. Now we got another screw here, right there. We got to take these triggers off. So what I do is I grab onto them. They've got like little springs. You just kind of pull up and try to keep those pieces together. There's a little spring in there. You can't really see it, but it's there. I just put it there to the side, and I'll show you how to put them back. You can kind of see it there too. A little spring. So take that off, put it aside. Alright, let's go ahead and take that screw out. Put it with the other ones. Okay, now to take the bottom screen off, we're going to have to just push up from the bottom here. And the whole board will come up. Be careful when you are moving things, because that right there is your top screen ribbon, and then you got your Wi-Fi and your other ones. We'll go ahead and take everything off. I'm going to do it all completely right. So we need to take this guy off and this little black cable. So that just pops off. You see where it was stuck on there. This you lift up also, and it should just come off. It's got kind of like a little tape. You can see it there, it's sticky. See? Put that aside. We got to take off this white cable. There's my straight edge. So this guy, just pop it up, and that's loose already. This little black cable needs to come underneath. So what I do is I pull it from this side, and it goes underneath the DS game cartridge slot. It's kind of hard to do. You got to pull it out so it completely comes out. So we got it out of the way. Now let's pop it open again. Sorry about that. And this time we are going to disconnect this cable up here. It's got a little clip. You just pop it up. There it is. So now we're going to gently remove the cable. I like to hold here and pull. It's just, there it is. So there's your DS board. Now to replace the screen, we need to remove this cable and that tiny little cable right there. And they're both pop up, so that's already removed. And then we'll just pop this one up over here too. And this should come off completely. The top one is off and the bottom one's off. Alright, so that's the old screen. Hopefully this one is good. If not, no big deal. You're still going to learn the process of how to change the screen. And hopefully we fix it with this. If not, I'm going to have to order some screens. I don't have any more bottom screens. Or if, you know, as I'm going through the other ones, maybe we'll get a donor. But as of right now, let's try this one. So this is how I do these. Kind of straighten that out. I like to do this little clip first because this is the hardest one. It's tiny and it's very difficult to do. You gotta get it like right in there. It seems like it's holding, and then just press down on the little clip. Easier said than done, but yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's on there. Alright, I'm gonna move this out of the way for now. Put you over here, put you in front of the camera here. And these are the little clips. The little ribbon needs to go into the little clip. It's kind of tedious work. It's a little difficult sometimes, but it can be done. If you want your DS working again, you're going to have to go through this, or just buy yourself another one. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff, so let's see if we can get that in there. My eyesight is not as good as it used to be, so bear with me, guys. Can't really see. Let's try this again. It's funny, I'm struggling with the bigger one, and the little one was no big deal. It seems like it's on there. It's got like these little side things you can use to guide it in there. Make sure you put the screen all the way in. See, that's not all the way in. Because if you don't put it all the way in and you try to turn it back on, you'll have an issue where the screen is not working. It'll pretend like it's not working, or give you the flash on top, and that's usually an indicator that the screen's not working. But make sure, like I say, you plug it in all the way. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's all the way in there. Okay, now we need our top part of our DS back. This is also a pain in the butt, but I like to grab it from here, kind of hold that part down, and then we're going to go ahead and reconnect here. This one is more difficult than the other ones. It's hard to get in. This one doesn't have any, helping tabs to get it in there. And if you're too rough with it, you can ruin the screen. That looks good to me. I'm blind, but come on, I gotta close. Nope. That's not all the way in. Feels like it. We'll find out. It's hard to tell, but it looks like it's okay there. Alright, now you're gonna want to flop the console back into the slot the way it was before. So this is what I do. Just line it up here, and it should fall back into place. You'll feel it when the screen sits on the casing. It still hasn't sat. There it goes. Okay, you see how it already kind of sat back down? Make sure you get your white cable here through there. Alright, now it's sitting perfectly fine. So we can go ahead and reconnect our white cable. You heard it? Went back in. Let's go ahead, and this is another fun part. You got to get this black cable underneath the cartridge slot again. You can't put it anywhere else, if not the console won't close right, and it won't work. So what I do is I try to straighten it out, and then I run it through. Sometimes it works the first try, sometimes it doesn't. I can feel it kind of going through there. Let's see. Yeah, she got stuck. And then she can get stuck somewhere else up there, and it's a pain in the butt. So now it's stuck. You gotta wiggle, and hopefully it'll come back out. So far I've never had one completely stay stuck in there, but there's always a first time for everything. So let me wiggle this guy out, and I'll continue with the video. Alright, got her out. I'm going to try to flatten it again. The straighter the better. That way it just goes through it. Let's try that again. Come on, guy. Let's straighten you out. Very difficult to do. You're already messed up there. That seems to be. Oh, here we go. It's over here on the other side. Kind of move to where it fits. Yeah. And make sure when you're putting it back, guys, make sure you run it through here. You see where the cable is now? That's where you want to have it. Alright, so let's plug in this Wi-Fi back in there. Plug this guy in here, and then we'll plug it back down. Alright, I'm not going to put the springs or anything back in yet. I want to give it a quick test. I always do this when I'm repairing consoles. I will put one screw in down here, just to hold the board down. And what you can do, just to test it real quick, is grab your battery and flop it on there. Just kind of hold on to it. Turn the console over. Hit the power button. And we've got a bad bottom screen. I don't know how well you can see that, guys, but there's lines running through it right here. Or I don't think it was my connection, but let's go ahead and trace those and see if they look good. I'm pretty sure I plugged them in pretty good. Let's go ahead and check them out real quick. Yeah, that one there looks good. I'm gonna have to take this off and the screw to check the other part. At least a screw. That one does look good. Let's check the other one. Flop it back out. The one that was giving me problems. Let's double check it. No, it's the screen. The screen's no good. Well, hopefully that teaches you guys how to swap out the screen. I'm gonna move on to the next console. It's already 30 minutes into the video, and I want to get through the rest of them. So let's go ahead and move on to the next. I will order another bottom screen, or like I said, I'm gonna leave this one open. We'll leave it here open, and if we see one with a bad top screen later on, we'll just swap it out. I think, yeah, this other pink one, it's got a good bottom screen. We can take this one off and put it there. But let's keep going. Maybe I'll have one that doesn't read any games, and we can put that screen in this one. So hopefully that teaches you guys how to do the bottom screen. Let's keep going. Alright, next console is... we got a black one with some bedazzle stickers on it. And it's in pretty good shape. Let's see. See if she fires up on the first try. It fired up. Bad bottom screen. It's cracked right there. Let's go ahead and go through the checkout or checkup on it. Let's plug in the charger and see if it picks up the charge before we go through all that. Okay, it is charging. Excellent. Let's go through all this. I just want to see if it picks up the game, or if we have any issues with buttons. If it picks up the game, I'll just buy a bottom screen. They're not expensive at all, guys. And I think I got a good deal on this. I usually sell these in my shop anywhere from 25 to 30. So, first off, brighter screen. We got the game going. English. Okay. It's going to ask, no? I thought it was going to ask me to shut it off again. There it is. Alright, we shut it off. Let's turn it back on. Like I said, we got the game going. Seems like the buttons work. Just let it run real quick on the Mario game. Up, down. We got volume, which is good. Yeah. Buttons seem to work fine. Alright. Moving on. Let me go ahead and tag this one real quick. It's a bad bottom screen. So far so good. I mean, they're easy fixes. I don't know how long I'm going to see that with. Here we go. We got another black console. Also pretty filthy. It's got some stickers on it. Just needs a good cleaning. We'll see what else it needs. Let's plug in the charger. Okay, charges. Bad top screen. Yeah, you can see that in the pictures. Let's see if we can just pick up a game with it and not have to go through all that other stuff. We might have to. But let's see. Yeah, we have to go through all this. Doesn't matter. Oh, look, the screen came back on. The top screen came back on. Touch screen's kind of iffy. Trying to get through this quick. Alright. Fire her back up. I picked up the game. Yeah, touchscreen is definitely iffy. Let's see if we can get it. That's English now. Okay. I doubt calibrating is going to work because I picked up that. Picked that up. Picked it up. Picked it up. And it's crazy, but the screen just started working. I'm afraid to even move it now because it's working again. Look. Oh, there it goes. got volume. Let's see if the buttons all work. I won't take this one apart just because it's working. When I sell it at my shop, I'll let people know, you know, it's got an iffy top screen. It's kind of weird. Like if it's making a bad contact or something. Because if the screen was messed up completely, it wouldn't work at all. But look at that, it's working. Or you know what, hell with it, guys. I will take this one apart and swap the screen out. I don't want to sell like that. I don't want a little kid to come back and say, hey, you know, this thing doesn't work right. Even though I would tell him, you know, there was issues with the screen, I still wouldn't want to sell it like that. We'll order it a new screen. Or grab one of the ones that are gone through. Alright, so this one has an iffy top screen. So mark that down. Next console. There you go with another white one. It's got some plastic damage right here. You can see that. The hinges look good. Let's see if it charges. It does. So let's fire it up. Bottom screen. This one's pretty nice looking though. Yeah. Put the game in there and see if we'll pick it up. Some of these are set up to just boot up from the previous owner to the game. Probably not. Oh yeah, look, there you go. A little bit of dirt up here. Get that out. Let's see. Up and down work. Seems like everything works on this one. Yep. Alright, so it's just this little issue right here with the bottom screen. No big deal. We'll fix that. Or I'll fix that and get it sold. So this has got a bad bottom screen. Alright, what do we got now? Looks like a red and black. This one looks good too. Man, charges. Well, sorta. Yeah, it's charging. Got power. Ooh, both screens are bad. Let's see if it picks up the game. Real quick. No, it does not. I don't want to waste too much time on this one, guys, so let's move on to the next one. This one's going to need all kinds of work. I'll put that one aside. So far it hasn't been a bad lot. Easy fixes. Here's another black one. This one does absolutely nothing. I'm hitting the switch over here. There's no power. It's kind of weird that it's showing a charge. Usually when it does that, it's one of the fuses inside. I used to do those repairs all the time, but since my eyesight has gotten bad, it's a little hard for me to do the soldering. So I will probably take these screens out and try them on another console. I wonder if it's got a battery. Let's check the battery compartment real quick. Maybe it's just a bad battery. Highly unlikely, but you never know. And these things are never want to come out when I unscrew them. Alright, let's take this battery out. I know that battery from the pink one was good, so we can pop this one in here and see if it turns on. No sir. No power. So there's something wrong with the board. Like I said, it's probably one of those fuses. Alright. Let's go ahead and put its old battery back in. I don't want to lose parts, so put things back where they were. Let's just screw this thing back down. And I'm going to tag it, no power. We're going to put possible fuse. That way when I start taking these completely apart, I know what I'm getting into. Let's grab another console. There we go, with another black one. These hinges look okay too. It charges. It's got power. And voila. Bad bottom screen. You can see it's going crazy. I won't be able to test this one any further, guys, because I kind of need to see the bottom screen so we can get into the game. Without that, you can't see it and there's no way to know what's going on. So as of right now, this one is just a bad bottom screen. It could be more, it could be the cartridge slot that doesn't work, but we got a good top screen on that one. Oh, whenever I buy from this seller, they always send me a little, they made a Shoryuken. It's pretty cool. It's something nice. It shows that they appreciate your business. I like that. Alright, we got the next one up is a teal or aqua, whatever you want to call it. I kind of like this color. It is very dirty though, but I like the color. Alright, let's see. Our light turns on, but nothing came on. Maybe not enough juice. Another possible fuse. Who knows? There could be two good screens. Let's just skip this one because it looks like it's another one with the issue with the fuses. I will know a little bit more once I break it down, open it up and check it out. And so far the cases have been very good. A lot of times when these are as is, they're all broken. There you go. It's another black one. We got charge. We got power. And we got a bad top screen. The A button doesn't want to work. I've never seen a top screen do that. Like it's just going up and down. Let's see if it picks up a game. So far this one will probably be parted out. This side doesn't work. But it's got a good board. It's got a good board for reading games, so this could be a good candidate for another one. But yeah, this is weird, like it won't. And the screen is kind of sticky. Well, at least that works, but the A button's it's really hard to press. There's little rubber stoppers inside. Swapping that out usually fixes that problem. But so far this one's got a bad top screen and a bad A button. Okay, we've got some more to go, guys. Not that many, but actually there is quite a few. Let's grab this guy right here. Here's a red and black one. Hinges look good, don't look broken. So far easy fixes, no big deal. Oh, my screwdriver. Let's see. Top screen. I'm okay with them just being top screens or bottom screens. When it's the board, it's a little bit more tricky to get them to work. Could be fuses, could be just a bad board, but I like the fact that it's picking up the game. Alright, I've seen enough for this one. Bad top screen. I do have a bunch of parts from the previous consoles that I bought, so I should be able to get a few of these up and running. The ones that got, just bad top screens. This is a color we haven't seen yet. Silver. Get in there. Charges. It's got power. And both screens are bad. I hate it when it's both screens because, it's a little bit more of an investment. But this is a great looking case. It's really nice. This one would be totally worth, replacing everything on it because it's a nice case. Let's see if we'll pick up a game. I picked it right up. Alright, let's move on to another one. Before I move on to the next one, let me just mark this real quick. It's what I've been doing just to keep track. All right. Here is another white one. We got charge, we got power, we got a bad bottom screen. So now I know it's the bottom screen. I won't be able to test it as far as games, but at least got an idea what's going on with it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go, and we're done. Alright, next one is a black one. Blue? I don't know, it kind of looks blue. I'm colorblind. Top screen. Bad top screen. Which is okay. I don't mind that at all. That cartridge slot didn't feel very well when I put the game in there. It's probably not going to pick up the game. Yeah. This one's got a bad top screen and a bad cartridge slot. And that's kind of wobbly too, so this one's probably not a good candidate for me to put back together again. But I can use that bottom screen. Plus the buttons aren't working either. It's very, very difficult to get it to go. Let me do the next console and put this guy aside. This one's one of those that needs all kinds of work. I've got two like that already from this bunch. Let me go with the next one. Got another white console. Let's plug this guy in. Already telling you it's not doing. Oh wait. Alright. We got power. I don't know how you can see that, but I won't be able to get through it. It's a bad bottom screen, like the whole thing here has gotten eaten away. Alright, no problem. I won't be able to test the game on it because I can't see the bottom. But hopefully that one has a good the cartridge slot. If not, there's still a good top screen on it, so it can be donated to one of the other consoles. Here we go with the pink one. A little heart right there. Oh, did you guys catch that? That usually means this screen is bad, but I've never seen it do it over and over and over again. That's weird. That's the first. I mean, I've been fixing these kinds of consoles for a long time, and I have never seen one that just keeps looping bad. Usually that's an indicator of a bad bottom screen. The only thing I can think of is this thing was probably water damaged, and it's causing all kinds of crazy stuff to happen. We can check real quick. There's, I don't know if you can see, but it looks like a whole bunch of crud around the battery case. Which is, like I said, probably, more than likely, some kind of liquid. I don't want to stick my fingers in there. And usually you can tell if they've been in water damage. You see that little sticker right there? You see how it's pink? It should be white. So this thing has some kind of liquid damage. Let's put her with the other two that are all messed up. Good housing, you know, it's got a good shell. It's not broken. I can always, you know, use this case. So, let's keep going. Here's another black one with a whole bunch of stickers. Kind of dirty looking. Very dirty looking. I guess it's from the finish from the stickers that they try to peel off. Bad bottom and bad top screen. Oh no, it's just the top screen. So we should be able to try a game. That didn't feel well either. These last ones haven't been very good. A button is gone on this one. It's really worn out. Yeah, this one's going to be a donor, or just completely bottom screen only. It's alright. We got a bottom screen, we got a good housing, possibly a good battery. I'm assuming it's a good battery turned on. So, done with that one. We got another silver one, nice looking. This one's a little more scuffed up than the last one. Let's see. Whoa, bad top screen. See if it'll read a game, and it's kind of going crazy. It's probably got a really bad charge port. It shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, if you move it, it kind of like goes in and out. This is probably one I will not fix either. See, it's not even picking up the game. Nah, this one's not even worth it. It's a decent shell. It does have, you know, a bunch of scuffs, but it is not broken, so that's a bonus. Possibly a good bottom screen. We'll put that guy with the other junk. So far there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are the 22 that have been just complete garbage, but still salvageable parts. And you know what, let's stop messing around and just start, you know, putting in the game everything at the beginning. Bad top, bad bottom. No, bottom's good. Skip through all this. I want to see if it'll pick up the game. Unfortunately, we have to go through all these steps. Yeah, it's a bad screen. Come on, come on. You can do it. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I picked up the game. Bottom screen's kinda It probably needs to be recalibrated. I won't do any of that until we fix that up there. Alright, this one's got a bad bottom screen. Casing ain't too bad either. Alright, Let's tag this real quick. We got, looks like, oh, this is the last one, guys. Alright. And the last one is, I've been talking about no broken hinges. Well, this last one has a broken hinge. You see it right there. Pretty beat up. Let's see. It does absolutely nothing. It charges. But hopefully that's good. And hopefully our game slot is good. Alright guys, that is going to be it. This is a long video. Sorry it was so long. I wanted to be thorough with this purchase with you guys. Maybe you learned, how to put the bottom screen on. And hopefully this helps you guys out. So hopefully my next video will be on the Super Famicoms, the ones I just bought in my last video. I want to take one apart and maybe customize it. We'll see. Maybe I'll pick up a liquidation palette. Who knows? I just appreciate you guys watching, and please subscribe to the channel. Like, comment. It will help me out a lot. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.